Alrighty guys, welcome back to a brand new video, brand new game we're playing. It's not new, but it's been out for a couple of years, I believe. Conan the Exiles. It's a pretty good game. I actually have a lot of fun playing it. So I'm gonna be doing some serious on this game now. Episodes, playthroughs. We're playing a brand new map. This is called the SavageWilds. I never played the original. I started playing the game on this map. So as you can see, there's quite a few places I have discovered that I've been everywhere. Okay, so what I'm doing on this video though is I'm giving you 5 tips that I think will really help you if you're just starting, or if you're just starting on this map. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do with this video. I am gonna stream. I just got a brand new server that I'm renting. It's this map. It's got some mods, pretty much the same as these right here you see on the side. Not gonna go into details on them. If you wanna know more, you can look them up yourself, or you can play on my server. It's fun for all, and then you'll see the at TTV Gamer. So anyways, this is gonna be 5 tips to kind of help you get started on this map, because it looks big. It's not that big though. Okay, it's only big because there's certain areas that once you get in depth into it, there's certain areas that have a whole area inside of them, kind of like an instance, like a dungeon, but it's a whole map in there. So it is kind of big. It just depends on the area you're in, and it's the same thing as the other map. Like I said, I really didn't beat that game. I really didn't play that game. I do have a single player game going on the original map, so I can explain a few things related to that other map. So the bottom portion of the map is kind of like the new river. It's where the lobby area stuff is, which in this map it does have some high level dungeons in here. Not gonna tell you exactly where, because part of the fun is to go and discover things on your own. If you have a question, however, I will answer it. So the more north you go, the harder things get. So you start here by the desert area. You start exactly right here where I'm at. This is where you get to pick your character, and then as you go up north, things get more difficult and harder. And so obviously when you get up to the frozen section, which is I think probably the biggest bio in here, it's it's pretty tough up here. So so work your way up. So I'm gonna give you 5 tips to get started on this map. So tip number 5 would be location. That's one of the things a lot of people struggle with. Where can I build my base? So as soon as you create your character, you start right here. You'll do your kick, you'll do your climb, you immediately get the shelter because you're in a shelter area. As you can see, I'm 60% shelter just being here, so you immediately get that quest completed. It's a journey. Okay, so you work your way out. You come this way. Here it might look like you can't go anywhere but under, and yeah, that's exactly the way out. You go under. There's absolutely nothing in here, so just keep swimming because you're not gonna have that much breath to be down here for that long. So this is where you come out. Starting area. You see these boxes, so immediately you go this way. Okay. These are crates. They give you some essentials to get started. This is an awesome map. I really didn't know what the hell I was doing when I started, but it's actually a really nice map. Everything's layered perfectly in my opinion. But if you compare this to the original map, you're not gonna find things where you're used to finding things. Like you're gonna be looking for certain things from that map on this map, and they're in here, but they're not in the most obvious of places. Okay. So you come out this way. This is your starting area. You get those boxes. You know, they have some goodies. But if you go the other way, which is not so obvious as a path, because you know there's boxes right there as soon as you come up. If you go this way, there's a few more boxes you can get. So it's you know, more loot, more freebies. There's a box right here. Same thing. It's just starting things just to kind of help you on the way. You can loot this if you want. You immediately get plant fibers. You get some bugs you can eat. This plant right here is the one you want though. You see how you get the olive leaves? Those you can make potions. So immediately you can start making potions, so you're not dying. Okay. There's a body you can loot. This is not a player. It's just part of the map to kind of give you items to help you. Another body. Don't think you can loot that one because it's kind of like in the ground. Here's more goodies, and that's it. There's also real food, and this kind of dark, but here you go. You can take the hatchling. Oh god, I can't believe I'm showing you this, but you know, when you gotta survive, you gotta survive. You know what I'm saying? You can eat this for food if you want to. It expires in 20 minutes from the moment you pick it up. You can eat it for food, or, and this is kind of like the dark part, later in the game, just remember the location. Later in the game, you can mount them on the wall as a trophy. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty dark. PETA, please, I didn't make this game. Don't come after me, okay? But yeah, that's just a few crates with extra things on the side. So immediately you can start making your axe. You can make your twine. You can make your harvesting tools. You can make your you know, your leggings, your tunic, all of that right away. A hatchet, you know. Alright, so that doesn't cover my tip for location. You know, that's just something as soon as you come out of here to help you out with. But I mean, my location is depending on the server. If it's a PvE, PvP scenario, or just a PvP scenario, or just a PvE scenario, as you can see, there's a lot of goodies as soon as you come out. Don't ignore them. You know, it's just extra help. If it's a PvE server, obviously you don't have to worry about where you build. You build anywhere you want and call it a day. Okay? Because nobody's gonna attack you, nothing's gonna happen to you. You click on this weapon here, you'll learn the Darfari weapons. Okay, you can go that way. There is an NPC over there. These things can get aggressive if you start stealing their eggs. But like I said, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. This one's sleeping, so it doesn't matter. There's an NPC here. Sometimes it's a rare one, a name one. Sometimes it's just a normal one. This time, it's a tanner, so it's not that big of a deal. It might be too difficult for you at this point. Just ignore it. Be on your way. Okay. You can feel free to explore the map, go anywhere you want. But what I mean by location as a tip is there is a town, which is right here, and as far as I know, it's the only friendly NPC town. We're gonna go there right now. I'm gonna walk there because I walk everywhere anyways. I don't ride a horse. As you can see by my weight, I'm always loaded with a lot of materials and a lot of things. Okay, a lot of servers are modded to where the level is 156 level, max level. I'm at 126, so you eventually learn every single attribute. This is my last branch I'm working on. So anyways, my server is modded this way too. Okay, so highest level is 156, but you might not find a server that has a mod that's allowing you to go to 156. So, you know, just be careful on the attributes you pick. But because I carry too much, my mount's unable to move. It walks everywhere because I carry too much. So that's why I just walk everywhere. And there's a camp up there with thralls. Again, you go wherever you want, but I'm just showing you the easiest starting areas. It doesn't mean you're gonna be here forever. It's just a good starting area. Okay, so right from where we started. Okay, I'm right here on the map. You start down here, you work your way up here, and there is a town if you come up this way. I know this video is going to be kind of long, that's why I decided to just make it 5 tips. And it's 5 tips and a bit more of an explanation on, you know, how to help you get started, I guess. I don't know. I'm not doing it on my server because I wanted to show you places and things that, you know, I wouldn't be able to show you on my server because I'm only level 3. I just started. I literally just got the server today, so there's the town. You can see by the banners. It's a big town. Okay, so location. Let's talk about location. Okay, this is a great starting area. If it's a PvE server, chances are this is taken already. Okay, because this is a great location for resources. You have a lot of ore. You have a lot of stone. You have some trees here. You had dry wood. All of this is dry wood right there in the distance. You have like small forests over there with wood. You have the river, the water down here. So it's all in walking distance. Okay. So yeah, that's my base on the server. It's a PvP PvE server, but it's my base. It's not where I live. That's just where I have my things located. Okay, that's like I don't know. My altar is there, and a few other things where I used to build. It's right there. Okay. I live somewhere else. I'm not gonna show it, but but anyways, it's a good starting area here. Okay, so again, if it's a PvP server, you can easily have a 4x4 little shaft here, and just a chest, your bed, and you can use this town for resources. You can collect resources here. There's obviously plenty of places where you can go and hide your base. But yeah, at least you wanna have a small starting location base here. All right. And I'll show you why. This town, you'll get an achievement or a journey step by walking in here, okay? As you can see right away, it's full of thralls that don't attack you. These are passive trolls, they're just NPCs. But that later in the game, if you need a smelter, you can come and get this smelter right here. Obviously the other ones will aggro you, but it's a place where you can come shopping for thralls. I also have some vendors here where you can get starting tools. I don't recommend doing this because it is kind of expensive for like your low level base level. An iron hatchet, 98 gold. 98 gold doesn't seem like a lot, but it kind of is when you're starting.
Farewell, exile.
Okay, so I don't ever use the vendors. Exile? You can if you want to.
With you.
I just feel like you don't have to right off the bat. You really don't. Okay, so it's a good location. You can come and see what you need. You need a dancer? Look, you can take this one. There's other things out here. There's a bunch of fighters back here if you want to get your starting fighter here. Fighter level 2. Just be careful because all of these will aggro you. But these are good fighters to have. And the second reason you want to be near this town because there's a ton of these chests. Right away you can start collecting this set. Okay, you can start collecting things like steel bars. These are going to take you a while to make if you're just starting. Okay, Glass is not easy to find, so these are things that you can start collecting. Hold as much as you can, take it back to your little location, your little base down there, you know, drop it off, come back and do it again. Okay, there's a lot of these chests spread out throughout the whole area up here. Oh, you can get some coins, shape wood, plant fibers, stones. You know, this is pretty much like farming chests. Like, instead of you going out there to farm, you find them here. Look, here's a name Tanner. This is a level 4 throw right here. So he's actually easy to get because there's nobody around him. So if you want him, you can just come up here and immediately just start taking him. Okay, obviously you want a good blunt weapon to kind of, you know, get him fast. But you know, my point is, okay, all right, thanks, guy. Making a video, guy. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. Alright. So just be careful, because if that happens, these other ones can kind of help him out. You know what I mean? So just be careful when you do that. So again, as I was saying,
invaders.
You don't want him to fall over, so just be careful. Alright. Click, 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 and boom, he's down. Alright? You grab your rope, you get him, you take him to your base, you put him on the wheel, and boom. There you go. You have a level 4 name Tanner for you. Okay? There's also this book up here teaches you the Relic Hunter armor and the Relic Hunter Epic armor set. Alright? Alright, so back to the chest. There's a lot of these. Just be careful. Those right there, those things are traps. Okay. That one's explosive. Some of them have poison. You know, just be careful, because that would kill you. Alright, so then you come, you get the chest. Boom, look, another piece. They're not gonna be 100% durability, but at least you'll get the bonus and it will get you started on collecting things. So yeah, okay. And there's chests all over this town, like all over this town. Right here, boom. Look, more things. All right, so that's what I mean by location. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Okay, yeah. Boom, the gloves. You can get a whole set over here. It's very simple. Again, those things, traps. So just be careful, alright? I don't have God mode on, I'm just immune to poison, so it doesn't get me. It's part of my survival antidote right here. Oh no, wait, that's what the hell is it? Where is it? One of these makes me immune to poisons. Shit, there's so many things I already forgot. Anyways, one of them makes you immune to poison damage, which is really good for PvP. Because one of the things that hurts you the most is bleed and poisons. Alright? So, location. You want to have something around this town right here, which is walking distance, as you saw, from where you start. Okay? Tip number 4, which, you know, speaking of poison and bleed damage, what's your play style? What weapon are you going for? Okay? Starting, I do recommend daggers, and yeah, these are axes, but they're daggers. Don't be fooled. Okay? These are daggers. They just look like axes because that's just the way the skin is. It's not modded, this is actually in the game. Alright, and you can tell they're daggers because instead of blocking, you roll back. So you can tell these are daggers, and you can see the red around them indicating that, you know, all daggers all daggers bleed. So let me show you with these hyenas up here to show you that they are indeed daggers. Okay. Oh, some light. Okay, there's the bleed. He's got 2 stacks. There you go, he's dead. Alright. So bleed and poison effects are really strong. Really strong. Okay? So, what's your playstyle gonna be? You're going for daggers, you're going for axes. Wait, no, that's not my axis. My axis. You're going for axes. You're going for claws. You know, what do you? How do you want to play this game? That's something that you gotta kind of have in mind, have an understanding on how you want to focus, on which path you take, which weapon. I do recommend starting with daggers though, because it's easier to kill things when you bleed it, you know, and you can kite it. So you do your bleeds, which is your heavy attack, your right mouse click. You do your bleed and then you just roll back. You kite it a little bit so you don't die. And then with your basic attack, it launches you forward. There you go. So then you start your combo and then you do the bleeds again. Boom, boom, boom. You can stack 20 bleeds per target. And then as it's coming to you, boom, you engage the target, bleed it again, boom, roll back. Very simple and easy. You can also use a pike. I mean, pike has the longest reach in the game, so you can also pick a pike if you want, a polearm, and do it that way. I prefer the axis endgame only because it AoEs and knocks everybody down. Yeah, so I prefer the axis. Let me show you what I mean by axis. Aggro this dude. Let's aggro this dude, and then that should cause some of his bodies. So, as you can see, he gets a little nice group over here, and then you just do your heavy attack. There's the knockback. You want to make sure you kind of get them all in the group so you knock everybody down. Alright, see? And look at my HP. Barely got hit by any of them. Alright. I prefer these especially because these have poison. So they axes bleed too, and these are poison too. So you have bleed and poison. So they're really strong. But any axe will really do the work. Okay, so that's my, I guess, not really a tip. Just I recommend that you start with daggers because it's just a lot easier. It really is. So it's up to you, whichever weapon you want. Same thing with armor. This is just this is just the skin, kind of. You can customize the way you want to look by dragging it on this side. Just depends on the mod that the server has at the time, but yeah, my server has this. So I have a dragon set, which is really good for armor. Okay, so it just depends on it's my rolls are kind of slow. Just kind of think of it as Dark Souls. My rolls are slow because I'm carrying too much. My armor's too heavy for me. Okay, but I can take a beating if I have to. So yeah, okay. So just remember your weapon, your playstyle, and you know the armor you pick. It's up to you. There's medium, light, and heavy. So it's up to you which route you want to take. I think for PvP you want to get the light medium because you're more flexible and you can dodge more things, and you know, depend on their playstyle. A lot of people in PvP go with pikes because they have the longest reach. So you want to make sure that you're dodging and you know you're attacking and doing things. You know, boom, you go in for a hit. You attack them. Just be careful because there you go. That's the reason I'm out of stamina. That means you're going to be walking for a second and your opponent can easily take you out. So just make sure you manage your stamina. Okay? Yeah. So tip number 3 would be once you pick a location, go around. It's getting dark, so I'm just hold this up. Go around, find the spots where you're gonna be farming. By that I mean, do you know where there's a big supply of wood? Do you know where there's a lot of stones? Do you know when there, where you can get demon blood? Do you know where you can get ichor? Do you know where you can get resin? Do you know where you can get brimstone? Go around and find those spots. You can open your map, you right click, and it will let you add a little marker to it. You can add that, and then you can say, for instance, wood, and it will mark that on your spot that this area is full of wood. All right, it's not. Don't take this location as a legit location, because it's not. That's just me showing you how to right click and add a marker to it. Okay, so know the locations. Yeah, this is modded to where like nighttime is. It's fast. We don't play in the dark. All right. So another location. This is also another great location here for farming. Oh look, the baby hyena. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right. My base is over there, as you guys saw. So I come this way, this whole side right here. Look at all the stone, iron, stone, 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 iron, stone. I come this way. That's why I said out here is a good location, because you have a ton of stones and iron just right here in this little corner. Go. We got stone. That's iron. Stone. Some stone. Here's a tree you can get wood out of. Iron, stone, 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 stone. This is charcoal, coal, yeah, coal. Stone, stone, stone. You go that way, and then you just make that loop. Okay. You don't have to do it here. Obviously, there's different locations for different things, but just know the spots where you're gonna be needing materials from, and again, I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna start telling you this is where you go for this, unless if you guys want me to, then I will. But part of the fun is you go and discover these places on your own. I know I went too crazy on the building, so it takes forever load when I go in my base, and it's so laggy. There's so much in there, guys. You have no idea. There's so much in there. There's so many like pets, thralls, and everything just guarding that base. Yeah, so just be careful when you're building, because it's not just my PC. When people come to my base, they're like, "Whoa, what? I can't move." It's like, yes, I know, because everything has to load in there. All right. So, anyways, know the farming spots. All right. That includes, meat as well. Know where you can kill for meat. Know where animals are for your pen if you need pets. Location. You saw right here in town. I picked up the baby hyena. They're always there, always. And you can as soon as you unlock your pen, which I think is at level 12, you can come out here. Hopefully they reset by now. You can come out here. It's past the first area. Yes, I'm telling you where things are, but it's just right here. You're gonna discover this on your first day. So you come up here. No, it hasn't respawned yet, but you don't have to fight them. Just Dark Souls your way up here. By that I mean, as soon as they see you, they'll come and attack you. Just dodge, go around them, dodge, pick up the baby. Boom, you're on their way back. Dodge again, because they will try to kill you. And boom, you're on your way out with the free pet. Alright? So just know the locations of pets and farming spots and, thralls, which I gave you one. It's up here. There's a good location. This is in the whole town, though. You come out this way, and there's more that way. And then there's like 2 more levels up. So it's a big town. It's huge. Okay? Yeah, so that's my tip number 3. Know your farming spots. Tip number 2, and this is more for, I guess, PvP. I guess it also works for PvE. Know your neighbor. And let me explain what I mean by that. If there's a base here already, and you're trying to set up a base here, first up, you're gonna be too close where it might not let you build. You can't build next to another player. It has to be a certain distance. That depends on the server settings. So just be aware of that. You cannot build next to your neighbor. Okay. If you're in the same clan, I believe you can. Because it's technically the same, like the clan owns the buildings. So like you don't own your building, the clan owns it. So just be aware of that too. Because if you go and immediately someone sends you an invite and you accept it, all your buildings belong to that clan. So just be aware of that, because you don't physically own anything. It's the clan, because you work as one unit. It's one group. So just be careful, okay? Like for instance, my clan. Yeah, we couldn't think of a name, so we're little scavengers. It's just me and Emmy. But her buildings, my buildings, they're all just labeled little scavengers. So just be careful with that, okay? So know your neighbor, because if someone's already here, chances are you might not be able to come up here anywhere near. Alright? And for PvP, you want to be careful, especially because it's your neighbor, big, massive PvPer. Is he the ruler of the server? Is he the, the god of the server? Is he the one that's constantly attacking people? Is he the one that's constantly summoning avatars and killing people? Obviously don't want to be near that person, because then he'll take you out. So just make sure you know your neighbor, okay? And what I mean by it also works in PvE is, if somebody's already here, chances are they're farming this location, which chances are it means you probably won't be able to, unless if one, they're not online, or two, they're busy doing other things. But just be aware of that. Just know your neighbor, okay? And that leads me to tip number 1, which, I mean, it really just depends on the reason why you're playing this game. Just have fun. Are you a PvPer? Go for a PvP server. Are you a PvEer, which you like to RP? Go for a PvE server. You like to do a little bit of both once in a while. You like to PvP and have some fun summoning your avatar, which is your god in this game. You get a temple, you worship a god, you summon it, you go and destroy things, you kill things. See your recent avatar attack. That means somebody tried to attack this dude right here. Alright, so just pick the right server for you. Don't go into a PvP only server thinking you're gonna be able to PvE and RP, because if they take you out, you have to be able to rebuild. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want to rebuild, and it's easier for you to quit and then just move on to another server, then you're obviously picking the wrong server. So my server, it's both. It's PvE, PvP. PvE during the day at 6 p.m. server time. PvP starts. You can PvP, do whatever you want, kill whoever you want, destroy whoever you want, all the way to 11 p.m. So then if you happen to get attacked, you have the rest of the day, the rest of the night to rebuild and do whatever you need to do. But it's fun to have both, because this one's PvE. It's kind of boring. It's really nobody here, to be honest. But this is where I started. I'm the only one online. Yeah, so it's not fun, just the PvE aspect of the game. It's fun going places, exploring, farming, and doing all of that. It is fun, don't get me wrong, but to what end? I want to be able to summon my god and attack somebody once in a while, So that's exactly why I rented my own server, just so we can have that option to, PvE and PvP. And then, I can customize the settings and do whatever as the server wants or as the server needs. You know, if we need to shorten the PvP time, then we will. It'd probably be like a small window, like a 2-hour window instead of, you know, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. So, you know, whatever. Just have fun with the game. That's my tip number one. Have fun with the game, because after all, you're going to be playing it. And if you hate the game, you're not going to have fun playing it and you're going to quit. So just make sure you pick the right server for you. And I'm not pushing my server on you, but just make sure you pick the right server for you. I can't say that enough. Oh, I'm getting purged. All right, cool. That's great. The purges happen a lot. They come and attack you. It's kind of like 7 days, where, you know, every 7th day they come and attack you. Here, for every activity or everything you do, you build up this purple meter here. Again, it's more in like the in-depth details on things. I was just here to give you 5 tips to start the game and start the server. So, yeah. I mean, if you have any more questions, leave it on the comments. You can always reach out. My Twitch name is TTVGamerGabe. Stop by, say hi. We have a Discord community. We have 2 members on my server, myself and Emigosa is there too. So we're starting. It's day 0, because I literally just got the server. So we're starting. Chances are this area is going to be taken though if you do come and play, because this is too much of a good area to pass out. There's other size. There's another side over there, another area too, obviously, but this town's just too good to pass on, because there's too many chads, there's too many materials that you used. You know, these guys, you cannot tame them. They're not level 4 thralls. They're just vendors that are in part of the game. So yeah, you can't even attack them. Okay, so I hope you guys have fun playing this game, because I really do. I've been kind of like addicted to it. It's been fun playing it. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, like I said, comments, leave it down on the comment section. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day. Alright, thank you for watching.